All right, so we got Kim Kardashian loses it after Diddy drops video from his FO parties. Wow, I could just imagine what she was doing. You already know. We seen her do some. We already seen her do some FO type stuff already. That's what made her who she was. No. All right, so let's get into it. Get them thumbs up if you like this kind of content. This way, the algorithm knows and it picks it up as this is the type of content you guys like. It receives it. It puts it more in the algorithm.
Yes.
And guess what? We could talk more about this stuff.
Yeah.
We chitter chatter boxes, man. We both chinche over here.
Yeah.
We like the novellas over here.
And pretty soon, we gonna do some lives, and we want y'all in it too. So
yes, we're gonna do them lives.
The more we get.
And then you're gonna see.
Come on now.
You're gonna see the craziness. You're gonna see the madness. You're gonna see the dispute, the back and forth between me and Bree. That being said, let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Girl. So if you have not heard, Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
He sent out a warning shot, posting video of celebrities at Diddy's 50th birthday party. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, Kevin Hart, every A-lister was there. And Stevie J wants to remind them.
Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through...
Well, gather around, folks, because the Diddy drama is heating up like never before. Word on the street is that Diddy's not going down without a fight. And he's not going down alone either. Everyone down with him.
No. Let me explain something. It's weird. I'm not going to lie. He must have something on Stevie J. Unless Stevie J a real friend, but I think he might have something on Stevie J because Stevie J's the only one
who has
willing to box, willing to go with the box. He willing to box a Golden Gloves 50 Cent for talking malice about Diddy.
Well, gather around, folks, because the Diddy drama is heating up like never before. Word on the street is that Diddy's not going down without a fight, and he's not going down alone either. Nope, he's on a mission to bring everyone down with him, and guess who's sitting right at the top of his hit list? You guessed it, none other than the Kardashian clan. Now buckle up, because this is where it gets really juicy. It turns out that Diddy and the Kardashians have been intertwined in a web of connections since way back when, before they were the Hollywood powerhouses we know today. There are whispers in the shadows suggesting that Kim Kardashian herself was caught red-handed at one of Diddy's infamous soirees, partaking in activities that would make your grandma blush. And as if that wasn't enough, it seems Diddy's feeling a little sore because the Kardashians didn't exactly rush to his defense when things got tough.
You would think they would be the ones too because they have no shame.
I only see them always looking out for themselves, so no. No.
But the way they made it to the top is kind of like FOs. They've been doing them free calls for a while.
That's themselves defending themselves.
I got you.
Know what I'm saying? Like, so.
They wasn't even defending themselves. They was promoting it.
Ended at one of Diddy's infamous soirees, partaking in activities that would make your grandma blush. And as if that wasn't enough, it seems Diddy's feeling a little sore because the Kardashians didn't exactly rush to his defense when things got tough. But here's the kicker. Diddy's not one to go down quietly. Oh no, he's ready to spill all the tea and air out all the dirty laundry, exposing every shady deal and scandalous escapade he's ever had with the Kardashian crew.
Can I be honest with you totally?
Yeah.
I really do want to hear his tea. Because there's people that do some crazier stuff than Diddy. That's why they there for, man. They there for the free calls.
After party.
They there for the after party after the after party, and
I've only heard a little bit about like through MGK when he was younger and just talking about some stuff that went down, and that was just him. I can't imagine everybody.
You already know. So they there for that, man. They've been around for a little bit.
This news left Kim absolutely stunned because she knows she's about to be in some serious trouble. So grab your popcorn and hold on to your hats because we're in for a wild ride through the glitz, glamour, and scandal of Hollywood's elite. Get ready to witness the fallout as the Diddy Kardashian saga unfolds before our very eyes.
We're closing in on Kim Kardashian. The FBI investigation, initially a tremor threatening her carefully constructed image, has morphed into a full-blown earthquake threatening to engulf her entire empire. Leaked information paints a picture of a woman who allegedly used a seductive facade to mask a ruthless ambition.
Every time we think 2020...
Oh, hell nah. Yo, if something comes out with that, girl, you done. You done. You done. A young beaver.
24 couldn't possibly get any crazier. The universe throws us another curveball, making us question everything we thought we knew about our favorite celebrities. For years, we've seen the Kardashians rubbing shoulders with Diddy, and now some explosive new information has come to light. Not only did Kim Kardashian know about Diddy's dirty deeds, but she also allegedly helped him hide the evidence and even paid off his victims in exchange for cash.
All right, so here's a quick question. What do you think is going to come out worse? The Kardashians' dirt or Diddy's dirt? I don't know. That's a question.
Honestly,
put it in the comments.
That's
a good. Yeah, hey, give us your synopsis on that. What do you think's going to be worse? Diddy or Kardashian? I'm talking about all of them.
That's probably why she really wanted to do her lawyering stuff.
Yeah.
Let me give you a moment to catch your breath, because this is about to get even wilder. Remember when Cat Williams said that Diddy wasn't the only one with a shady past? He wasn't joking. Diddy is not the only celeb going down. A lot of others are getting dragged down with him, and it looks like Kim Kardashian is one of them. You won't believe the insane things Kim is accused of doing for Diddy. Reports suggest she allegedly helped him pay off his victims and keep his freak-off partners quiet. It seems like Kim might have been pulling the wool over our eyes when it comes to her finances. The grapevine is buzzing with rumors that she's facing some serious financial troubles. It's almost impossible to deny these claims. We all know how Kim and her sisters love to flaunt their wealth on social media, showing off their fancy rides and lavish mansions. But behind the scenes, things might not be as rosy as they appear. Kim's reportedly swimming in debt, and her luxurious lifestyle could be a facade hiding a much grimmer reality.
I know.
This just reminded me of white chicks.
I know what you're talking about. I had to. And she held her hair when she was holding her hair.
We're broke.
Showing off their fancy rides and lavish mansions. But behind the scenes, things might not be as rosy as they appear. Kim's reportedly swimming in debt, and her luxurious lifestyle could be a facade hiding a much grimmer reality. First, let's dive into Kim's financial moves. She's always had a bit of a shady reputation when it comes to money, willing to do just about anything to make a buck. Rumor has it she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, cozying up to some shady characters in the money game. And let's not forget her days before fame when she worked as a closet assistant for Brandy. Word on the street is that Kim didn't play fair back then and was accused of stealing from Brandy with the help of her sister Chloe. So here's the lowdown on what went down during Kim's stint as Brandy's closet assistant. Kim had access to Brandy's credit card for a one-time purchase, and Brandy's mom was keeping tabs on the card. But things took a turn after Kim parted ways with Brandy. She, along with Chloe and their brother Rob, saw an opportunity and stole a hefty $120,000 from Brandy's mom. Kim held on to those credit card details for years, waiting for the perfect moment to make her move. When she thought enough time had passed, she went for it. To cover their tracks, they funneled the stolen cash through their own stores, Dash and Smooch, instead of spending it all at once. They figured it would be harder to detect since Brandy was already known for her shopping sprees. But guess what? They got caught red-handed because those transactions weren't authorized by Brandy's mom, who was in charge of the payments. At first, Brandy's mom tried to keep things chill, giving Kim a chance to make things right without involving the law, all thanks to their connections with Brandy and Ray J. But when Kim kept stalling for over a year without returning the money, Brandy and Ray J's mom decided enough was enough and sued them. However, Brandy and Ray J managed to smooth things over, convincing their mom to drop the lawsuit and settle things privately. According to Ray J, this whole debacle was the straw that broke the camel's back in his relationship with Kim. This was the real reason he broke up with her, not because of their infamous adult tape. But that wasn't the last time Kim was involved in shady activities. Before her rise to fame, she was also linked to a money laundering scheme involving a sugar daddy named Jeho Lo, a Malaysian financier.
This is stuff I never
Yo,
knew.
the name Jeho Lo. Come on, man.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
That's just, the name itself, Jeho
Hold
Lo.
on. No,
That sounds like if J-Lo was about to make herself a corn star. Come on.
Did you really just...
If J-Ho had a corn name, that would be it.
No reason he broke up with her, not because of their infamous adult tape. But that wasn't the last time Kim was involved in shady activities. Before her rise to fame, she was also linked to a money laundering scheme involving a sugar daddy named Jeho Lo, a Malaysian financier accused of moving illegal money around. Insiders say that Kim often traveled with Lo to gambling houses and casinos. In 2009, she even bragged about flying back to L.A. with a trash bag full of $250,000 in cash that he won from a casino in Las Vegas. But it turns out that this might have been part of a much bigger money laundering operation. Lo has been accused of masterminding a scheme to steal $4.5 billion from a Malaysian state-run development called 1MBD. International authorities have been after him for his role in this massive scam. Despite attracting the FBI's attention and being under investigation, Kim somehow managed to avoid facing any charges. Now hold on to your hats because it gets even more bizarre. There are rumors that the Kardashian-Jenner clan might not be as rich as they seem. It's been speculated that they've been using some clever tricks to avoid paying taxes, involving a church called the California Community Church. This church was actually set up by their momager, Kris Jenner. Here's how it supposedly worked.
Yeah.
Momager. What's that?
It's when
mom
your
manager?
mom... Yeah, it's when your mom manages you. Yeah.
But Kris Jenner's...
Their mom. But she's also
her?
a manager. Yeah, that's Kris Jenner.
Oh, I thought the other... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By donating large sums of money to this church, they could potentially get big tax write-offs. Some people think that this might be a way for the family to hide their true financial situation and keep up their image of endless wealth. So, not only has Kim been accused of being part of a money laundering scheme, but the whole family might also be involved in dodging taxes. These speculations suggest that their glamorous lifestyle could be, at least in part, built on some shady financial dealings. As we dig deeper into the Kardashian-Jenner empire, it becomes clear that their story is far more complex and controversial than the glitzy image they show to the world. Back in 2009, the California Community Church was registered as a nonprofit and asks its members to pay $1,000 every month, plus donate 10% of their yearly earnings. Guess who's leading the pack?
They're going to give you a Boaz anointing. A Boaz anointing. Oh my God.
They'll give
those
you a
churches.
Bella holy water.
Yo, yes. This pure water. We're going to give you this pure bottle of water. All you got to do is sprinkle it over your room, and we're going to give you a Boaz anointing for the cost of $1,000. For the low cost of $1,000.
The low.
Yes. These
my gosh.
So it sounds like the evangelicals. I'm sorry. No disrespect to evangelicals, but y'all ask for a lot of money.
It becomes clear that their story is far more complex and controversial than the glitzy image they show to the world. Back in 2009, the California Community Church was registered as a nonprofit and asks its members to pay $1,000 every month, plus donate 10% of their yearly earnings. Guess who's leading the pack in these so-called donations? Yep, you guessed it, the Kardashians themselves. Now here's where it gets a bit sketchy. The 10% donation translates into a sweet tax break each year. Considering Kim claims she rakes in about $80 million annually, that's a whopping $8 million off her taxes. But wait, there's more. Kris Jenner just so happens to be the one running the show at the church. This means when the Kardashian sisters fork over their 10%, it's essentially lining their mom's pockets. Kris could easily find ways to funnel that money right back to them, meaning they're not really giving up anything at all, yet still reaping the benefits of that fat tax break. Talk about playing the system. Keep this part about the church in mind because we're going to circle back to it in a bit.
I'll
now,
try.
Back to the Kardashians and their shady money moves. The whole situation appears quite suspicious and certainly comes across as shady. But it doesn't end there because a lot of things don't seem to add up about Kim's finances. People are convinced that she has been inflating her income and net worth. This kind of shadiness is nothing new to the Kardashians. We all remember how Kylie was exposed by Forbes for lying about how much her Kylie Cosmetics brand was worth, which led to her losing her billionaire status. While Kim is still officially a billionaire, some think she doesn't act like it. In 2022, she was investigated by the SEC after she advertised the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max without adding a disclaimer to show that it was a sponsored ad and that she had been paid to do so. This led to a pump and dump scheme involving the cryptocurrency. And Kim got caught up in that whirlwind too. She was slapped with a hefty fine of $1.26 million for her part in the shady business.
Dang.
See, I don't mind millionaires or people that know how to, move money around when they have it, because we pay high taxes anyway that go towards just stupid slush funds.
Yeah.
But it's when you sit there and you take other people and you make them victims and you do this pump and dump, people become victims with that. People lose a lot of equity in the stock that they put in, which is crypto, whatever it is. That's where it's wrong, is you're taking common day folk and you are abusing them. Where the United States government, they take advantage of us all the time. So sometimes, as long as you're doing it within legal confinements, I'm fine with that. If this is what they allow, go ahead, go do that. Take advantage of all the tax breaks you can. But when you screw the common day folk, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
But wait, there's more tea brewing. Even though Kim claims to be a billionaire, people are giving her the side eye over her Instagram hustle. Seriously, a billionaire still running ads on Instagram? It's got everyone scratching their heads. It's more Instagram influencer vibes than billionaire business mogul, don't you think? This has led to even more reports suggesting that Kim and her entire family might not be swimming in cash as much as they want us to believe. Don't get me wrong, she's not broke, but she might not have as much money as she claims.
Yeah.
Things got even more interesting when we found out that while married, Kanye made sure to keep his finances separate from hers.
Oh, damn.
Even when they were all lovey-dovey, he wasn't about to get tangled up in her money mess and risk taking a hit to his own bank account. Sources spilled the beans to People magazine, revealing that Kim and Kanye kept their cash flow strictly divided. His money was his and her money was hers. It looks like even in the land of the rich and famous, it's every person for themselves when it comes to the moolah.
Well, not really, because they both had their own separate struggles. He had his struggles with Adidas and Yeezy and all of that. So if they would have put them together, that would have been a big conflict. You know what I mean? Between their bank accounts and that. So that's completely understandable. I can't get mad at either of them for it. They made they earned their own cash.
Honestly, that is actually one of the most smartest things to do.
Facto.
With people like them. The ones that are in their shoes, that is actually
that would be the smartest thing. Yeah.
Smart.
Don't ever combine the money, because if one goes wrong, at least you have this other revenue stream.
And it seems her financial troubles have only gotten worse since her divorce from Kanye. Last year, it was reported that she was in heavy debt, $48 million to be exact. According to reports, she took out a mortgage of $48 million on her $70 million mansion.
Damn.
The crazy part, she can't ask her family for help because they're all heavily in debt too. Her mom, Kris Jenner, has a long list of debts. According to The Sun, she took out a loan for $7.25 million in August 2018, which was followed by a new agreement for a whopping $40 million loan the next month through the financial company Crosswind Venture Fund. In January 2019, she borrowed $5.2 million and then $5.25 million in June of that year. Kylie also borrowed $7.5 million.
All right, so this is a common thing where people do take loans out on the mortgages they have. This is something that the rich have in place. It's actually smarter than you think. Go look it up. I'm not going to break it down for you. It's actually smarter than you think, because the percentages and the APRs are so much more cheaper. They're better for you. Mm-hmm. So don't look at this as a bad thing. This is actually something that the rich do. It's a common practice. This is a common practice. Just go check it out.
That's why you'll see like a lot of people who do have money buy multiple homes and real estate and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's because it's not keeping
It's
cash.
It's liquid cash that you have right there. That's not liquid cash. but you can liquidate it when you want, and you're not paying these big amounts on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In January 2019, she borrowed $5.2 million and then $5.25 million in June of that year. Kylie also borrowed $7.5 million. Long story short, the Kardashians are $132 million in debt, which is just wild.
Not really,
but hey, they've got to pay for their designer clothes and private jets somehow, right? The latest in a long streak of what people are calling their flop era. They might want to level up their game soon, and if Kim thinks Kanye might bail her out, she better think again. Sources report that Kanye is 100% focused on his new wife, Bianca Censori, and has zero thoughts or regard towards Kim outside of their 4 kids. We could have told her that for free. But if you think things couldn't get any messier or shadier for Kim, well, you must be new here, because it's always one thing or another with Kim and her entire family. Because not only are they in debt, but Kim Kardashian is also about to face legal problems alongside Diddy. So if you're wondering why we're delving into her financial troubles and how they connect to Diddy, let me lay it out for you. When people caught wind of Kim unfollowing Diddy just 24 hours before the raid, it sparked a frenzy of speculation. Fans wasted no time diving into her past. And boy, did they uncover some shady dealings between her and Diddy. The plot thickened even more when TikTok sleuth BB, the songwriter, delved into Kim and Diddy's alleged involvement in Britney Spears' conservatorship saga. Rumor has it that Diddy, along with his then manager, Lou Taylor, played a role in putting Britney Spears under conservatorship. Reports suggest that just days before Britney's infamous VMA performance, she was partying with Diddy into the early hours of the morning, with some even speculating that drinks handed to her by Diddy might have contained substances. But wait, there's more. Rumor also has it that Kim attempted to pull a similar move on Kanye. In one interview, Kanye even confirmed this.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Now, I know this may sound like a far-fetched Hollywood drama, but when you start connecting the dots, it all starts to make a twisted kind of sense. You see, Kim has a close relationship with Lou Taylor, the mastermind behind Britney's conservatorship. Lou's reputation for playing dirty when it comes to her clients precedes her. Aside from Britney's case, there have been whispers about Lou attempting similar stunts with other celebrities, including Lindsay Lohan. Fortunately, Lindsay's family fought tooth and nail to keep her out of Lou's clutches. Now, how does all of this tie back to Kim? Well, remember Kris Jenner's church I mentioned earlier? Initially, many thought it was just a shady move by the Kardashians to get tax write-offs. But it goes deeper than that. Lou Taylor happens to be a board member of the church, and reports suggest that it received substantial donations from Diddy to allegedly pay off his victims over the years. On the surface, it appears as though the church is simply engaged in charity work, but
all right, so we don't have no proof of this. I'm not advocating that this is true, but if it is, this is gonna be crazy.
Entertainment purposes is why we doing this.
Exactly. My whole thing is, it ain't far-fetched knowing the Kardashians. It ain't far-fetched knowing Diddy, but we don't have proof on this until we see the documentations and all the back paperwork. But hey, that's just a disclaimer. Let's go.
Board member of the church, and reports suggest that it received substantial donations from Diddy to allegedly pay off his victims over the years. On the surface, it appears as though the church is simply engaged in charity work, but the reality is far more sinister. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. The Kardashians allegedly raked in a cool $600 million from Britney's conservatorship. Fans got suspicious when Kim's net worth suddenly grew overnight by $600 million. Even though she claimed it was from Skims, people didn't buy it. And it doesn't end there. Kylie Jenner also sold half of her makeup company, Kylie Cosmetics, for a very similar price. If you're following the conspiracy, that means the money could have gone from Britney's trust to Stonebridge to Panama, back to the U.S. through Kim's trust, and over to Kylie Jenner. Lou Taylor, the puppet master behind Kim's financial empire, has some seriously tangled ties. She managed Kim's money and is also linked to Kris Jenner's church, which
recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
allegedly dishes out payments to Diddy's alleged victims via Kim. Yeah, it's like a twisted web of connections, and we're just getting started. Hold on to your hats, because here comes the juiciest twist yet. If we've managed to piece this puzzle together, just imagine what kind of tea the feds might be brewing. Rumor has it Kim's about to find herself smack dab in the middle of the RICO charges Diddy's facing. It's like a Hollywood blockbuster unfolding before our eyes.
I like it.
At this rate, Diddy might just bring down half the industry with him. And the Kardashian clan, well, let's just say their empire might be on shaky ground. Reports have it that Kim is panicking hard over being exposed like this, knowing she's in deep trouble. Fans are shook by this revelation, with many commenting on the incriminating information. Kim's time is up, and she's losing business with Hulu and others. Depending on the outcome of the trials with Diddy, it'll determine whether she can still be on TV or make endorsements. She's on borrowed time right now. Some think she'll go down with Diddy, and that will be that. In fact, one person wrote, that family would have done anything to become uber famous. That family is disgusting. Another person wrote, Kim allowed her mother to profit off that video with Ray J. Kim was a willing participant.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to cut it right there. Kim was a willing participant. The disgusting part was her mom cooked up the scheme in order to make it what it was.
Yeah, because my mama would, if she would have known about something like that, my mama would have done some different things.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be here.
what do you guys think about this? I think a lot of the business practices are a lot of the business practices that do go on with the rich and the famous. I don't see nothing crazy with some of the stuff. Don't get me wrong. The way they're connecting the stuff with the conspiracy makes for great television. Makes for great television. I like it. I like it. I like to hear about the stuff. I also know a lot of these things that it's a way that they funnel money and do this. And this is the way that they do it. This is the way the rich do it, man. This is how they stay rich.
Yeah.
They know all of these loopholes, and they have these loopholes to their access where us as common folk do not have these loopholes. Believe me, you and I would definitely use them if we could. We just ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah.
We work for people, which means our taxes, which means our taxes get paid through the company we work for. But when you when you conduct your own taxes and you got your own millions and stuff, there's ways to clean money and do whatever you got to do with money in order to keep money.
Yeah,
that being said, very interesting.
Definitely.
But I know the Kardashians are dirty. We all know the Kardashians are dirty. Filthy dirty. They've been that way, man. That's how they made it to the top. And we already know Diddy disgust.
Yeah.
You already know that. That being said, what you think?
I like watching all this unfold. Like, and shout out to all y'all investigators out there that, like, put it all together. Whether it's real, not, it don't matter. I love it. Entertaining.
Entertaining. Love the drama. That being said, if you're new to the channel, forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up.